I'm Aussie. Welcome in. And please consider dropping a like, a subscribe, a comment, and a share if you like this kind of content. It really helps me out. That being said, I know I haven't done a guide in a couple of weeks. I'm still really sick, and guides take more time editing than I've got the energy and brain capacity to sit in front of a computer and do. And so I'm trying to still bring you guys content and still bring you guys awesome things, and hopefully I'll be feeling better and have more brainwaves next week. That being said, I think this is still something, if you're in airdrops and you're wanting to kill it this bull market, that's worth checking out. If you watched my video from Wednesday, we're still a couple comments away from reaching our goal to release my portfolio. So if you want to see my crypto portfolio, go comment on that video so that I can release my portfolio for everybody. It's a trend that I've been noticing. It's something that I've started to benefit from a little bit, and I'm pursuing it essentially as a hedge, I would say, rather than a main strategy, but something that's important to consider and explore when farming airdrops. Now, what is that trend is NFTs. I'm sure if you've been around crypto for a while, you've heard of NFTs. You might have heard of Bored Ape Yacht Club, CryptoPunks, all of these different projects. Pudgy Penguins, anybody? First one to really release a physical product. NFTs were always just thought as, at least most recently, as just JPEGs, pictures that were worth money for some cultural reason. I really didn't get NFTs. NFTs were something I did not dabble in last market. I did at the end of the market and totally screwed it up. I had no clue what I was doing. That being said, NFTs and airdrops are starting to have a little bit of an alignment of sorts. Some of these blue chip communities are positioning themselves in a way to get airdrops. In the DYM airdrop, Pudgy Penguins, for example, got pretty nice allocation if you held in a Pudgy Penguin as of December 2023. Those Pudgy Penguins, they're quite expensive. They're somewhere around 20 ETH right now as the floor price, so not super accessible. But one project that I'm involved, I own an NFT for, and a few others that I've seen are also starting to get allocations. Wormhole, which was announced fairly recently, also has a partnership with DeGods and MadLads, as well as Bad Kids. We're not exactly sure what their allocations are going to be or how it's going to work, but you could get special badges within their Discord for holding a Utes or DeGods or any of these different quote-unquote blue chip NFTs. What that means for holders and how big of a payout that'll look like, I've seen a couple different charts predicting anywhere from about $1,500 to $5,000 per NFT for these different projects. That would be a pretty awesome payout. It takes quite a bit of work to get that from just airdrop farming. You're probably airdrop farming several wallets to get a $5,000 payout, or you're doing a lot of transactions. So, buying an NFT and holding it, especially if it's one of these blue chip NFT, could make you eligible for airdrops. I know that there's rumors that Little Pudgies and Pudgy Penguins will be eligible for the Layer 0 airdrop. Little Pudgies are somewhere around a 2 ETH floor right now. So about $4,000, or a little bit more than that now, $5,600. But Utes, for example, are pretty accessible. They're about $2,000, $2,100 at the time of recording. I bought mine just a little bit cheaper than that. I think I got mine for about $1,800 or $1,700. So definitely one way you're invested. Yeah, you're putting up $1,700, but you'd probably be spending that on an airdrop anyways. And my Utes has appreciated about $400 already. And I think Utes, for example, could easily go to about a 6th floor in 2025. So for me, that'll represent about a 10x in the ETH value of my Utes, not even considering the dollar value of my Utes. So a double play. if I believe in Utes and what they're doing, and it could bring me at least the Wormhole airdrop, but given the kind of nature that we're seeing with Pudgy Penguins, Utes and DeGods and MadLads, we could actually see some of these key major NFT projects bring value to their holders by getting them allocations for airdrops. Up until now, that's been a bit of a sticking point for a lot of NFT holders. These NFT communities and projects haven't had a strong way of bringing value to their holders, and getting them NFT allocations for airdrops is pretty good value. For me, that's a strong value exchange, and especially if I bought mine for $1,600, $1,700, and this airdrop could, for Wormhole, could be up to $5,000. I've already made my investment back almost fourfold. So that's a pretty good value proposition to me. MadLads are somewhere around 12,000, if not more now. But I'd say little Pudgies and Utes are definitely accessible. And so if you've got some capital that you maybe don't have enough time to be farming all of these airdrops all the time, but you do want to get involved and potentially get allocations for some of these bigger projects, buying a Utes and holding it, or buying a DeGods or any of these other projects might be a worthwhile option for you to help get allocations for these projects. That being said, we've only seen it a few times now, and we don't have confirmation that this will be something that continues, but in my mind, it's a good hedge. Now, I say that, and I'm actually actively using this strategy. I've bought a Utes. I'm looking at a little Pudgy myself. I do have one caveat to this. I think some people in the airdrop farming community, and myself included, feel a little bit mixed about this, because really, these NFT holders aren't doing anything to earn the airdrop. At least, we didn't see it with the Dimension airdrop for Pudgy Penguins. When looking at Wormhole, the DeGods and Utes bridged using Wormhole their NFTs a few times. I don't know about MadLads and Bad Kids, but we're seeing, okay, maybe that interaction brought some value for Wormhole, and Jeff definitely could be worth giving an allocation to these NFTs, but I don't know for sure. We don't know whether they could also get allocations for something like ZK Sync, Scroll. Pudgy Penguins are rumored for Layer 0. They use Layer 0 for bridging their NFTs. Whether MadLads might get some more allocations from projects in Solana. We don't know. And to me, when we look at airdrop farming, is about a value exchange. You're supposed to bring something to the chain by driving transactions, TVL, and everything, and the project essentially rewarding you for bringing that value to them. Are these blue chip communities really doing that? Maybe they are, but to me, as an airdrop farmer, it does feel a bit hurtful, because especially if you get a $5,000 allocation just for holding this NFT, it would take me many hours of work to achieve that same allocation on one wallet, or likely across multiple wallets. So it's hard. I'm taking this strategy now as a hedge, essentially, in case we have something like StarkNet. StarkNet did their airdrop. I didn't farm StarkNet too much. I didn't end up qualifying, but they had some pretty strict eligibility criteria. There's also a lot of things going on with StarkNet that I don't agree with. If you've been following StarkNet, they apparently launched their token several months ago so that the team and started their vesting from then, so that the team could dump their tokens during the airdrop event, allowing them to dump. There's some StarkNet's been weird in a lot of ways. I don't really like StarkNet. One reason why I didn't farm it very much, I did some early actions on it in 2022, but I didn't really believe in the project and decided that I should invest my energy elsewhere. That being said, just to bring this ramble back to somewhere cohesive, buying certain blue chip NFT projects, I'm going to stick with the ones that I know have been playing in this realm. So DeGods and Utes, Pudgy Penguins and Little Pudgies, and MadLads all seem to be working to get allocations for airdrops for their holders. Pudgy Penguins got a nice allocation on the DYM airdrop, and it seems like Utes and DeGods could be getting somewhere between a $1,500 and a $5,000 value airdrop as part of this Wormhole airdrop. That being said, as an airdrop farmer, it also feels like unfair. You're rewarding holders of expensive NFTs for just holding that NFT while not necessarily participating in your ecosystem. So definitely feeling about striking a balance there. That being said, I will be coming out with more guides and videos next week. Hopefully I'll be feeling better and be able to provide you with a scroll guide is next on my list. A linear guide as well. And if you've got any other guides that you wish for me to make, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget, please consider dropping a like, a subscribe, a share. It really means a lot. Please comment any of your questions. It really helps the channel. It really helps me out. Also, check out my free Discord community. We've got a whole bunch of great people there talking all about airdrops. We've recently passed the 110 member mark, so getting there early. We've been talking about a lot of smaller airdrops that I don't feel are worthwhile making guides for, but definitely worth talking about. And we're in there answering questions for everybody all the time. So if you've got airdrop questions, go join the free community. It's definitely worth it. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again next time.